On the topic of national security, I want to ask a question, Senator Feinstein, about the decision by the Attorney General to try Khaled Sheikh Mohammed, the self-proclaimed mastermind of 9/11, in New York City. Charles Krauthammer wrote in his column in the Washington Post this on Friday. What happens if KSM and his co-defendants do not get convicted, asked Senate Judiciary Committee member Herb Kohl. Failure is not an option, replied Holder, the Attorney General. Everyone knows that whatever the outcome of the trial, KSM will never walk free. He will spend the rest of his natural life in U.S. custody, which makes the proceedings a farcical show trial from the very beginning. Isn't he right?
No, I don't believe he is.
Have you ever heard an Attorney General say failure is not an option to their prosecutors in the field?
Well, I'm sure some have said that. I haven't heard it, no.
So it's unusual, isn't it?
But what I have seen is the failure of military commissions up close and personal. And what I have seen is only 3 people tried in 8 years.
But if you presuppose the outcome and you say he will never be out of custody, doesn't it make it a show trial?
Look, I don't think this is a show trial. Will the press gravitate to it? Probably yes, but that's not the point. The point is to try him in federal court where a couple of hundred other terrorists have been tried, as opposed to in a military commission whose record is extraordinarily poor. 3 people tried, David Hicks, 2 others, and very short sentences came out of it. I think they're all out now. To put him in the 2nd District of New York, which is accomplished at this with our best judges, our best prosecutors, and prosecute him so the world can see American justice rather than hidden somewhere. And I think, as in a military commission, I think it's an important thing to do.
Senator Durbin is saying to a prosecutor, failure is not an option.
David.
Well, is that appropriate?
David.
Well, of course, when I send in my team for a prosecution, I tell them that. Right. You wouldn't want to say, good luck, it may go one way or the other. He said failure is not an option, and then he went on to say, and I hope that Krautheimer's clear on this, the president has the power to keep Khaled Sheikh Mohammed in custody regardless of the verdict in this trial. But as Senator Feinstein said, since 9/11, we have successfully prosecuted 195 terrorists in the courts of America, only 3 in military tribunals.
How is that highlighting the strength of the American judicial system? If you say, well, conviction or no, we'll still hold on to him, but in failure is not an option, do whatever it takes to get convicted.
Well, we shouldn't be bringing these people from Guantanamo Bay who are enemy combatants into our court system, giving them the rights of American citizens. When the World Trade Center bombers were tried in New York City, it was said right then that intelligence gathering information and people who had gathered intelligence were put in jeopardy. That's what happens in a court of law. They have the right to face their accusers. So we're going to lose intelligence gathering capabilities because it's going to be revealed.